of history. We are made by history. What a wonderful thoughts. So let us start our day with these great thoughts. Hello students, I Vidya Solanki, your mentor. Today we are going to start the second chapter of history, New Kings and Kingdoms. In this chapter you will get an idea that how did the new dynasty emerge in the medieval time. So let's start our first topic. Our first topic name is the Samantas. But students, before understand the term Samantas or the role of Samantas here, first we will look the emergence of new dynasties. Here, emergence means the birth of new dynasties. Students, some dynasties in Indian history are originally inhabited in a particular area. It means they ruled from one generation to next generation in a particular area, and some are replaced by their own Samantas. Here, Samantas were the subordinates of king. You can say that the executor of the king who helped the king in their court. Samantas were the subordinates of king or the executor of the kings who helped the king in their court. Now, what were the duties of the Samantas? The duties of Samantas were collected taxes and control over the region. Here is a picture of a person. What he is doing here? He is collecting taxes. And third important function performed by Samantas, they also brought a good and heavy gift for the king and provided military support to the kings. So what were the needs to provide the military supports? You know that during the warfare or during the time of war, these military supports help the kings. So this is the duty performed by the Samantas. So these were the important role played by the Samantas. They were collected taxes and control over the regions. They provided military supports and brought gifts for the kings. But there is a big twist in the story as they gain important wealth and power from the king. You know students, here you will find that how did they betray their king? As they gain importance, wealth and power, they declared themselves as a Mahamandleshwara and Mahasamantas, and sometimes they declared themselves as an independent ruler. I hope all of you clear here the Samantas. Samantas were the executor or the subordinates of king, and as they gained power, wealth from the king, they declared themselves Mahamandleshwara and Mahasamantas, and sometimes they declared themselves independent rulers. Now, our next topic is the emergence of new dynasties. These are the following dynasties who emerged during the time of 7th to 12th centuries. The first is Gujar, very famous dynasty. Pratiharas, sometimes it is commonly known as Gujar Pratiharas. The Rajputs, all of you know the bravery of Rajputs. Rajputs, especially the Chauhan dynasty or the Chauhan ruling dynasty. Palas, Rashtrakutas and the Turkish invasion. So, according to the history, in the medieval time or during the time period between 7th to 12th centuries, these 6 ruling dynasties were in prominent role. So, let us explore one by one. You will get an idea through this map of these dynasties where it is located or where it is ruled all over the India. Gujar Pratiharas ruled over the Rajasthan. This is the area of Rajasthan, some part of Madhya Pradesh. These were the ruling areas of Gujar Pratiharas. Here is the Rashtrakuta dynasties. This is the Deccan part, Cholas. See, and Palas is also there. So these were the important ruling dynasty who ruled over the India. Let's explore the first dynasty, the Gujar and the Pratiharas. Students, the Gujar and Pratiharas rose to power in the area of Avanti and Rajasthan. Means they dominated the area called Avanti and Rajasthan that we will find in that map. The founder of Gujar. The very important question here, who was the founder of Gujar dynasty? The founder of Gujar was Nagbhitta first. How he founded the Gujar dynasty? He defeated the Arab Muslims of Sindh and pushed them back. He forced them back and he defeated Arab Muslims of Sindh and pushed them back. So the founder of Gujar dynasty was Nagbhitta. And third, Bhoja first. See students, Nagbhitta was the founder of Gujar dynasty and Bhoja first. There were so many rulers who ruled under the Gujar dynasty, but these were some important rulers who were ruled here. Bhoja first was the most powerful ruler of this dynasty. His rule stretched over from Kashmir to Narmada. Imagine that how much he was powerful. He ruled over Kashmir to Narmada. His rule stretched over from Kashmir to Narmada. He captured the Kannauj. Kannauj is a very controversy area. During the medieval time, he captured Kannauj and made its capital. So Gujar was the most powerful rulers who made Kannauj his capital. His rule stretched over from Kashmir to Narmada. Bhoja first was the most powerful ruler of this dynasty, and Nagbhitta first was the founder of Gujar dynasty. Now let's move to our next topic, our next dynasty and very important dynasty, the Palas. Here I introduce the various Palas dynasty rulers: Gopala, Dharampala, Devpala. You can revise in the rhyming form that Pala Pala Gopala, Gopala san Dharampala, Dharampala san Devpala. Again I am repeating here the rhyming. The Pala Pala Pala, Pala san Gopala, Gopala san Dharampala, and Dharampala san Devpala. In this way you will revise this dynasty's names. Let us explore the journey of Palas. The Pala dynasty was founded by Gopala. Who was founded the Pala dynasty? Gopala. His capital was at Patliputra. Current days it is known as Patna. So the capital of Pala's dynasty ruler Gopala was Patliputra. Current days it is known as Patna. Now Dharampala and Devpala. The name of the ruler Dharampala and Devpala were the most famous ruler of this dynasty. In this dynasty, these were the important rulers. They ruled over Bihar, Bengal, and part of Orissa and Assam. Where they ruled? They ruled over Bihar, Bengal, and part of Orissa and Assam. The Palas were the great patrons of learning and religions. An amazing fact is that the Dharampala, the most important ruler of Pala dynasty, founded the famous Buddhist monastery at Vikramshila University. After Nalanda, it was a very famous university, Vikramshila University. Now it's time to remember some key points. I hope all of you understand this chapter very clearly. So let us remember some important points. Samantas. Our first topic is Samantas. Samantas were the subordinates of king. The important ruling dynasty of 7th to 12th century were Palas, Rashtrakutas, Gujar Pratiharas. The capital of Gujar Pratiharas was Kannauj. The most important ruler of Pala dynasties were Dharampalas, Devpala and Gopala. And of course Vikramshila University. It was a very famous university after Nalanda. Vikramshila University was founded by Dharampala. Once again, thank you so much all of you for watching this video. Thank you and have a nice day.